Chapter 7, verses 16 and 17. Yes, sir. They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst anymore. Preach, preach, for God shall wipe away, yes, sir, every tear from their eye. Yes, sir. Get ready for the revolution. Come on.
Looking at what's the word?
Hello, hello. Welcome to Dab Sports. Yeah. Hold on. Take that back. Welcome to Victory Monday on Dab Sports.
Yes, sir.
Wanna thank everybody who's been watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, but let's go on and get straight to it. Like, Bryce had a big day. If you listen to Dab
Yes, sir.
Sports, you heard me tell you that it was gonna happen because there was no expectation. And matter of
Yeah.
fact, I believe I texted you around 150 once he got hurt. I was like, oh, he hurt. He really ain't got no expectations. He going for 450 and 5 touchdowns. And we
Mm.
chuckled and damn it if he didn't try. But with that being said, I mean,
Hell of a game.
Adam,
Hell of a
what's your
hell
thoughts?
of a game for Bryce. Yeah, man. Well, obviously we just defer on how we see like when he does well. So I mean, like we did have expectations this game as evidenced by the 1.5 line spread on the road. So I felt like he met those expectations. The entire fan base was talking crap last week, talking about, yo, we don't got our franchise quarterback. Everybody's going crazy on him. And he answered back with a big game. So he was hurt. Like you said, he got hurt, didn't miss a single series. We already knew Bryce was tough, but sometimes, like as a small quarterback, you're like, you can only be but so tough, right? If a 6'5" dude lands on your ankle, you might miss a game. So we always knew Bryce was tough, but for him to stay in that game like that, bro, it was just big. I mean, it's we were talking about it. I think it was the Saints game actually. We were like, yo, he's had the game winning drives. He's got 10 now. That made his 10th game winning drive. He's got the most since he's came in the league, and he's never had like this is the first year we've had a respectable defense. So in those games, we gotta give him his credit. So we knew he had that in him, whether the expectations is low or not. He had that in him. For him to be able to do this in a game that we needed it to stay in pace in the race to get into maybe the playoffs. I still don't even know if being in the playoffs is a good thing because I feel like we're not on that tier yet. But man, it was a big game, dude. I can't say enough about how good he looked. In the pocket, he always does good navigating and stuff like that, and trying to buy more time and stuff like that. That's like one of his best traits. But bro, he was 8 for 14 under pressure. Did really good in like his long passes downfield, that was like a big thing. We knew he could do the little dunks, but 10 for 15 on 10 plus plays down the field. So he just had all around good game, man. It was like it's really nothing I can nitpick on him on. He played a great game.
Yeah, like if you tell me that for the rest of Bryce's career, he's never going to be favored. No one's going to expect him to win. Like he's going to be a top 5 quarterback, but the only problem about that is when he has these type games and people expect him to win or
Mm.
expect him to play well, guess what? He don't show up then. Like literally, he was having an okay game, and when he got hurt, uh, Adam will vouch for this. I texted him. I said, "Oh, now he also got the excuse of an injury. Oh, he about to go crazy because in those moments when there's no expectations, you can get Bama Bryce. But the moment, the moment the game matters, um, before the game. So because the games do matter. Let's be honest. We're still, in playoff race. But the moment there's expectation, he's gonna play. He's gonna play bad. When we play the Saints
That's what I'm
again,
saying. That's kind of like you saying the games don't do matter, but we didn't have any expectations. That's kind of contradictory. We
uh,
had expectations. We're trying to stay in the playoff race.
yeah, but no. So when once again, we kind of talked about this before. Um, I'm talking about for his outside expectations. Nobody outside expected us to win that game. Um, almost every pregame show I
Spade,
saw.
they were one. Spade, they were a 1.5 favorite
Okay.
at home.
I don't know. Last time I believe when it closed out, Atlanta was 2.5 points favored, when the game started.
Right.
So
When the game started.
yeah. So yeah. So that means, Yeah.
close to a field goal. They didn't even get a field goal. Usually at Vegas gives you 3 points for being at home. So they were less than a field goal. Now we were only 2 games difference when the game started. So I'm just saying if that game had been at our place, we would have been favored.
And we
You know
would
what I'm
have,
saying? So
and he would have played bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I said,
It
you can
just,
you can say that, but anyway, regardless of because you know every time he has a good game, that's what you say. So regardless from that, you said that a bunch of times. What did you think about what you actually saw on the field?
oh, so that's what I'm saying.
Would you want to
So
break that down?
yeah, well, that's no problem. I'm gonna go back to our pod. If you missed it, please go watch it. I predicted, I said if he was going to have a good game because there being no expectation. So this isn't, hindsight. I said that before the game. Um, and with that being said, like he played well. The defense, um, played okay. Like, I wish they did a little better against the run, but Robson is a you know, elite back, borderline elite
Shitty first
back.
half, man.
The the tackling on me for me was crazy because it was either
Bruh,
broken tackle or big hit. Like there was times like
right?
we could have got
No
a
in
few
between.
targeting
Yeah,
hits, especially on
couple of them.
yeah, like they didn't call it. It was either knock his head off or oh no, you good,
Yeah,
go ahead. Like pick. Like can we get some just
bro.
solid tackling?
Our defense kind of looks fast though. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like we're not like we're not an elite defense by any stretch, but we be flying around. It seems like we be flying around, man. I don't know whether it's the scheme, like these dudes is all finally bought in, but they look different than they did at the beginning of the season. And like you said, to me, besides those, we were talking about it. Obviously, that first drive was it the first or the second drive Falcons went on where it was embarrassing.
Yeah, the
Like we
second one.
had
It was right after we scored.
yeah, I mean it was. I mean Bijan broke a big game. The one that he actually ended up scoring on, there was a dude on his back, and his dude got him by the legs. That was just a terrible missed tackle. So when I saw that, I say, yo, if this is the way that the game is going to turn out, and it looked like that's how it was going to be, I was nervous. You know what I mean? Because Bijan, I don't know the exact number. I know he had like I think Bijan had 104 for the game, but I guarantee you, bro. Because I ended up making a late game bet, like during halftime, I made a live bet. I just put $2 on like a bunch of stuff that I knew would hit. And one of the things I had was Bijan was at like 95. So I just was like, oh, he'll get 125.
Yeah.
104. I think he had like 10 yards in the second half, bro. So shout out to the defense for sure. Like the defense is, and Penix was, to be honest, bro, Penix was looking good.
Yeah.
Like, he was
Yeah,
looking really good before he went out.
yeah, that injury helped. Man, over this pod over the past year and a half, we've given this guy a hard time at different points. Jackson on that uh late drive, London, like
Yeah.
strapping him up. Like Jackson played
Yeah.
well. Like the defense, man, played well. We gave our DC a hard time last year because there was times where it was just like, we
He
get you don't
deserved it.
have the pieces, but
Yeah.
why? Like,
Golly, bro. It's
but
like certain dudes, you're playing a star guy and you let that guy kill you. You're like, yo, the whole game plan should just be to sell out for, certain guys when you have a defense the way ours has been looking. But like you said, Evero's been doing his thing this year for
yeah,
sure. Hey, Trayvon Moehrig was a big pickup for
I
us,
was just about
dog.
to say, man, he is he's been like the steal. Like a lot of these are contenders. I think you both agree. Me and you both agree we're not contenders, but like I know a lot of contenders got to be looking at like, dang, we sure enough could have used him. Like that was a hell of a pickup. Like he's helped solidify the back end from at least what it was. Like we don't. I feel like last year, like we just saw bombs over Baghdad at different points, and I don't feel like it's that. Not that anyway.
Right.
But yeah,
He's a
man.
cleanup. He's a
Yeah.
cleanup guy. He can clean up stuff on the back end, so that JC and Mike can cover, and he patrols the middle of the field, and then he can come down there in that nickel, and he can basically play like an extended version of linebacker because he's really a thumper. So yeah, bro, it was a good pickup for us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause
Your boy is back.
he led the team in tackles with 11 tackles. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Him
he's
and Rose Boom, both big signings for us, bro. Like, what would we be without Rose? Like, you know what I'm saying? Trevin's out right now, and what was the dude that stepped in? Claude or something like that. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name. But he stepped
Claude
in at
and
linebacker.
Curlis, how do you say his last name? Yeah, he had 10 tackles
Whatever.
too.
Yeah.
So,
CC.
yeah.
I'm calling CC. Yeah, he stood out. But not to switch back off the defense so quickly because they held us down in the second half. That was a complimentary game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a true complimentary game where your our offense was pretty consistent throughout the game, but the defense really settled in so that we could make the comeback. But your boy Coker, man, he
Hey
looks
man,
back. He
I
looks
Coker and
back,
Savior.
bro.
I Coker and Savior showed up.
Woo!
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
that boy looks back, man. I'm serious. I was just like, I don't know why, man. I want XL to be our second best receiver because we drafted him so high, and I know that like when you get drafted high like that, if you underperform, it's much easier to cut you. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's hard to look at Coker and be like, Coker just clearly looks like a better receiver than him. I don't know, enough about like their different skill sets to be like, yo, maybe Coker could, take what, that spot that XL is at and do the exact same thing, if not better. I definitely feel like his hands are better. So
Yeah, but I still don't think he can be that. Like, XL is the only one who can truly have like a physical presence. Like, he's the only one who can
he's
play that
different, bro.
role. Like
Yeah.
that.
XL
I
is
mean,
built different, bro.
yeah, but yeah, man, he played well. We even saw a little bit of old Chuba. Granted, he only had 4 carries, but it was still 5 yards a carry. Like
Yeah.
he looked it all right. The
That's his
off,
role for our team.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, Leggett still had 80 yards. Like
I
he,
mean, bro, look, look, XL is different. Like he really is our true X factor on offense, right? Because if we know Coker can kind of, I feel like with this team, we expect Coker to get that maybe between 3 to 5 catches a game. A good game for him would be 60, 75 yards, right? But I feel like XL is capable of this type of game every, like a DK model. Like, okay, you
yeah,
might only get 4 catches, but they all going to be 20, 25 yards downfield. And then you let T-Mac do everything. I mean,
yeah,
bro, I love, and then T Mac just moved into the lead for receptions and yards. He passed Ibuka, so I don't know if that means he's gonna get offensive rookie of the year, but he's fighting for it.
yeah. And granted, I still expected Sanders to be more than what he's been, but he is kind of, and I mentioned this last week. He was like, nobody deserves praise, but he is kind of doing a good job of being being a little bit of a chain mover, being like kind of that
Underneath,
Witten role,
yeah,
just getting open in the middle, just being
yeah,
open.
absolutely,
He's not breaking, you
yeah,
know, long catches. I thought he was gonna be more in
nah,
the
yeah,
Waller, in the prime
for
Waller,
sure,
prime
for sure,
Graham, but right now we just gotta take
and bro,
Witten.
and maybe if he had if it was a different system or a different quarterback, that would be the case, right? Like Cam loved a good tight end, so if we had to do like that, maybe. But Bryce, it seems like he likes to kind of go to the outside of the numbers, and then he's getting he always has had good numbers in the middle of the field. So I was surprised that he wasn't eating up the middle of the field this year. But I do feel like that connection is going to get better. Like I said, JT dealt with some injuries his first year. He just kind of completed his rookie season. I think he's going to continue to get better, bro. Like I'm not even worried about him. He's always super amped up. It's just interesting because right now we got 3 tight ends, and you see, is it Mitchell Evans?
Yeah, hmm
Like he's slowly getting more and more. I think he got a quarter of the snap counts this week. So like
yeah.
they're starting to trust him a little bit more as a receiver. Trimble is getting less snaps, but it's like all 3 of them are kind of sharing it together. I like the trio, but it's going to be interesting to see kind of how it pans out.
Yeah, yeah, and it seems like Bryce is looking for him, especially third down. It's like him and T Mac seems to be his
Yeah.
two first looks. T Mac over
Who are you talking
top.
about? JT?
Yeah, JT and T Mac is that's who Bryce
Yeah,
seems to be looking for because he got him a couple of times,
for sure.
especially when they was sending pressure. Just catch him real quick.
Bruh. Speaking of who he's looking for in these precious moments, bro, like Chuba could not be on the field when it's and I love Chuba, bro. I love Chuba. Like we just talked about, at least there's a
Hmm.
role for him. But if you remember when we first started, I got him, he had a problem with drops and stuff with the catches. He got
Yeah,
the jug machine that year and he went crazy. And it's like when he's your number one back, he seems like he's serviceable. And then you got to do like Rico, who's like basically a receiver out the backfield, and you're like, Yo, Chuba just can't be on the field in those like third and passing situations. I really don't even, if we're not going to run the ball, I don't even really want him on the field. He doesn't need to be an outlet because third and four, you can't trust him. It's almost like he's turning the look up field before he even moves. That was tough to watch. Tough to
So,
watch.
and also too, it kind of goes back to who you're following. Like he was supposed to be the next back after arguably, I don't even know how much of an argument it is, the greatest pass
Best back in
catching
our, yeah,
ever. Like,
not even
like,
question. Yeah,
yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
that's part of it as well.
yeah.
But T Mac finally had a big game. As a person who has him on fantasy, that was great to see. Uh,
That was a big game, man. I'm
yeah,
so excited about what he's gonna do. You think he's going? Are you sold he's gonna be a number one at this point?
yeah. But
Like
I've
a
been so
legit,
he's
I'm
going.
talking like a top 10 receiver.
Who is quarterback? As messed up as it sounds, like it takes a special receiver to be Andre Johnson to
Right.
do it and it be
Yeah.
clear with
TO
you know
type shit. Yeah.
like
I get you.
quarterbacks that don't
Yeah.
people don't believe in. Like that's gonna be tough. But if
I think he could become a top 10 receiver with Bryce. Bryce is clearly looking for him.
yeah, yeah, he could have the numbers. He could have the numbers for it.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
really what it comes down to.
but
So, yeah.
receiver is deep. Receivers. There's a lot of good
It
receivers right
really
now.
is, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
you forget about sometimes you forget like we're in the NFC South, so we don't. But I bet you dudes around the like teams in Minnesota don't think about Drake London, right?
yeah,
But Drake London is nice, right? Like you could put him on anybody's team, and he's damn near the number one. So I mean, there's a lot of good receivers, bro. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy because you look at a dude, the margin of difference between a dude like T Mac and Coker is really just athletic ability, right? Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like the catch radius, what you can do if you can win those 50-50 balls. I'm excited about the pieces we got, man. If like I know, like I said, once again, we're gonna disagree on this. But if Bryce can, he obviously we're not asking him to throw for 450. But if he can look like okay, when we asked him last week, yo, can we see you if we have to put the game in your hands? Rico had 100 scrimmage yards, but only had 40 on the ground or 45, I think. If and this was against the top rated passing team. So I think their game plan was just that. They was like, yo, we're gonna stop the run and we want you to beat us in the air. And we did that. So if Bryce can gonna just show competency and continue to point guard it out there, bro, I don't want to give up on him just yet. I don't want to give up on him just yet. But I'm sorry. I know you're not gonna want to hear this. But if he has maybe what we got, 7 more games left, 6 more games left? What are we 6-5?
Uh,
So we got
yeah.
6
So
more games left.
yep.
If he goes
Hmm.
3-3, bro, and he has like another game or two, don't let one of those games be like if he beats the Bucks. I definitely think we're gonna beat the Saints. If he beats one of those NFC West teams, like San Fran on Monday night, he's getting that extension, bro. You go ahead and
So
book it.
I mean, this is way down the road. We're losing to the Saints because we're gonna be favored.
We're
So
not
we're
losing to the
losing to the
Saints.
we're,
We're
we're
not losing to
losing
the
to the
Saints.
Saints. I
We're
promise
not
you
losing
that.
to the Saints, bro.
And
We're
he's
not
gonna have
losing
a
to them.
horrible game.
We're,
Like that,
we're
I
gonna bet some
promise you.
wings on that. We're gonna bet some.
Okay.
What game is that? What game is that?
That is week 15.
Okay, so week 16 we'll be watching the game together, and I want my wings.
No
We're gonna
problem.
bet some wings on
No
that
problem.
for
We
sure.
can yeah we can bet a whole platter. It don't matter.
No, I'm not agreeing to that. Every time I bet you something big, I put my foot in my mouth. Let's keep it at a 10 piece, maybe a
Okay.
20. Dude, let's get a platter. You crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
but
man,
yeah,
is there
man.
anything else?
Overall,
Yeah.
nah. I mean, overall, bro, I did want you to want to get a grade from you as far as the game goes. Do you give us a performance on that?
Um, as a team, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to.
Mm.
The defense, of course I didn't expect them to hold them to zero again. I figured, we would get a better performance from Atlanta. Like Atlanta acted like, oh, we do got Bijan Robinson. Like the
Yeah.
OC did a horrible game the first time we played them. And like you said, if Penix don't go out, you know,
Would have been a different game.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Probably a different game. Yeah.
so, but with that being said,
Yeah.
I would give us I would give us a. Um, and what it did for us, the division standings. Yeah, I would give it a overall as a team. Yep.
Same here. Yeah, I give we're at A because I feel like the offense definitely performed at an A level, but the defense you can't give them an A, because of the way that first quarter started, but first half I should say. But they came to play, so I think overall as a team we did perform like an A man. That's probably our best win of the season. I mean, you could say the Packers win, but the Packers, when you look at what they're doing right now, they're kind of going through it. Like that was a good win right there, dog. That was a good win.
Yeah, and
What's your favorite win of the season?
this one because I called it. This one because I get to be
Man,
right, and
stop
I
stop
value
all
being
that,
right.
bruh. I'm
I
talking like
value
as a
being right.
Panther fan, bruh. As a Panther fan, what was your favorite? Take me out of it. Take our conversations out of it. What was your favorite win of the season?
This one because I get to be
No,
right.
hey, this dude, bro, you're ridiculous, dog. You're just
That's
ridiculous.
why. Hey man, being right is fun.
I can't wait to the next part so I can get your prediction on this next game. This one's gonna be fun, for sure.
Okay.
Be fun.
Yeah, we'll take care
Yeah.
of that one. Oh, and man, just the rookies on defense, the ends, um,
Oh yeah.
them boys are starting to show flashes these past couple games. Like it's two straight
Yeah.
games where they popping off the screen. Like may not
Yeah.
get there, but they starting to show up. So
Yeah, bro. I
that's
mean, scoring. Go ahead.
yeah.
My bad.
Hey, that's all I'm about to say. Scoring is he's starting to flash for sure.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I texted this to you during the game. I was like, yo, Scorton versus Jalen Walker is a real conversation because we were able to get our number one, and we were able to get a guy who looks like he's looking like he's on the trajectory to be just as impactful, right? The Falcons got a good defense, so it's not like Nick Scorton's over here now. They don't got a Derrick Brown, but so Nick Scorton is benefiting off of that, but he's still making impact plays, and Princely hasn't done as much on the from but he's been making plays every game. Right, like this week, it was special teams for him. Right, he was making some big special teams plays, and he had a quote after the game. Remember last week, I was like, bro, he's such a big human. He's always hurt. He even said it. He was like, man, I'm just blessed to. He was like, this is like my first time this season coming out of the game and not being hurt in like the past. He said 6 7 weeks or something. I was like, he always gets hurt, bro. So hopefully
Yeah,
that's not a thing that keeps going with him because they are good players, bro.
yeah.
They are.
So yeah, man. So y'all get our thoughts on the Monday night game. We got the 49ers. We don't get a lot of these, especially these days. That's the other thing. And, look back at the Cam era, prime time games left and right.
Man,
Now it's,
man,
you get the one Monday, you get a Thursday, and that's it. So,
that's it.
but we gonna definitely talk about that game, break that game down, later this week. And any other thing that's going on in sports. But the only other thing I kind of wanted to touch on was the UFC pay-per-view, 322. Um, man, that thing started off like a banger. Like, the first three fights at a pay-per-view, all finishes, quick ones too. Like it was really exciting. And then we got
Yeah,
to those championship fights and
yeah,
not so exciting. Um, the Bullet did exactly what I thought she was going to do. Like I said, she's bigger than Whaley, and she dominated Whaley. Just held her down and did whatever she wanted to. On the feet, she dominated her. On the ground, she dominated her. And it's crazy because Whaley is an all-time great. It's probably Amanda Nunes, the Bullet, and then Cyborg and Whaley, depending on how you
yeah,
feel. And she made that gap seem like it like she was fighting a girl who just came off the street. Like Whaley was too small, she couldn't get to her, and anytime she went in close, the Bullet just said, "All right, let's go to the ground." Like she almost had her in a crucifix a couple times. Like it was extremely dominating. And then I figured Jack was going to be Islam. I was completely wrong, and that's my fault because I forgot. Even though Jack is bigger, Islam and them, they grew up like Jasmine
wrestling
Sullivan.
bears and stuff.
Yeah, like he held
Yeah.
this man down for 25 minutes. It was a
Hold on,
boring fight
bro.
to be honest, like
You said Jasmine
because
Sullivan. Was you about to?
yeah, Jackson. So I was about to sing Lion Tires and Bear. I might even
You
just clip
retarded,
that
bro.
in. I might pop that on the playback. But yeah, like he just held him down, and like Jack is clearly bigger than him, and Jack couldn't get him off of him. The only problem I had what it was. Like Islam, unlike Khabib, like he was trying to finish him with submissions, but Jackie just too good. So every time he, kind of made progress on the submission, Jack would just get out of it because Jack would know it was coming. And he never tried to like
Yeah,
pound and ground like I think he should. And you could hear Khabib, pound and ground. Like they point that out, but he didn't really do that. So that's the only thing. Like if you'd have put more effort in trying to finish him, once the
yeah.
submissions won't work, it'd have been a little funner fight. But that 170 is crazy. 'Cause Leon Edwards got knocked out by Carlos Morales, knocked out Sean Brady. Usman, so it's going to be Morales, who's crazy good, Carlos, who's crazy good, Usman won him, and Illa Tapori calling out, and um, Islam, like
A
after the
bunch of
fight, was
old
just like,
heads.
"Hey, put me at the White House." So that Islam is probably going to be fighting at the White House for sure.
He's a good fighter, man. I mean, I didn't even know much about the Jack dude, but I just had seen Islam fight, and I was like, yo, it's got to take a special fighter to be able to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And then every fighter has his day. I was gonna say that when you were talking about the ladies championship fight. It's like with Bullet and them. It's like I know you said it makes it seem like there's a big gap. I just feel like on any day, like a fighter can have a great camp. You know what I mean? We never know what's going on in their personal lives. We just see them as warriors ready to come in, and anything could be happening. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like now, there's certain ones where, like, remember when Ronda Rousey got beat up? We can run that fight back 10 times. Holly Holm is going to destroy her 10 times in a row. But then there's other ones where you're like, man, if this dude had did a little something extra here, like we don't know what would have happened with the Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall fight. But like even if Cyril Gane had to beat him, I think Tom is good enough as a champion where he had to took another camp serious. He could have came back and made that fight look totally different. That's when you get those 1, 2, 3, those ultimate trilogy fights because guys like get new wrinkles and stuff like that. So yeah, you think that the ladies fight? You think they're gonna have a rematch?
No way, it was that dominant,
Cause she beat her that bad?
bro.
Daggone,
And
that's
she could,
crazy.
like Whaley
Like
is,
Errol
like I
Spence
said,
type deal.
is arguably a female GOAT, and bro, she just held her
Yeah,
down. And Joe Rogan made a good point, which is why I picked Bullet. But when you think about it, Whaley came from 115 to 125, and when you that small, 10 pounds is almost 10% of your body weight. Like 10
yeah,
pounds when you're that small matters.
it's a
And
lot.
then the
Yeah,
Bullet is already big for 125. Like she went up to fight Amanda at 135, lost, but she's big enough to go up to 135. And Whaley is a true 115. Like she's true. And
right.
because she, because she is so dominant and cleared out her whole division, that's the reason why she gave up her belt to go fight the Bullet, because she needed a challenge. Like, that's how
Yeah,
great she is. And when I say
yeah.
zero challenge, nigga, zero challenge.
But now that she knows what she's up against in there, unless it's like if it was like a strength thing, but if it was like if it's not a speed thing for her, like if she feels like yo, if I get in there, I feel like I can kind of contend with her speed. I just got to get stronger. Then like a different camp might be able to settle that. You know what I'm
But,
saying? Like
but the only reason why I
everybody
don't think
can't.
only reason why I don't think it'd be a rematch, she didn't have a single good moment. Like she didn't
Mm,
pop her one time and nobody went at
yeah.
no point, oh, that was a good punch, a good kick. She didn't have a single good moment. It was
Mm,
dominant from minute 1 until minute 25. There was no good moments whatsoever. And
dang,
on the feet,
that's tough.
she couldn't get close to her. And so Bullet kept her at the range. By the end, she kept killing her with body kicks. So every time she got kicked, like she was flinching, like it was bad. It was bad. It was
Yeah.
dominant. Like the two championship fights were born because it was both equally like dominant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, bro. That's tough. I mean, I'm glad there was the early action in if the championship fights was kind of slower, but you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dana always picks a decent card. So whether you get it at the beginning of the fight or at the end of the fight, you're gonna get some action in there.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
with that being said, that was our little, quick instant reaction to the weekend, the two kind of things that kind of stuck out to us. We'll get, more into everything else later this week. Like, comment, subscribe. Please send the link, all of the link to any other Panther fans or sport fans who just like, good little conversation. Um, did you ever shoot back at your hater, or you let them breathe?
Nah, I decided not to. I was like, the points weren't good enough for me. So I was like, I didn't want to get into it. And for a second, I said, "Is this dude rage baiting me, bro?" I said, "Nah." I do want to be interactive though. We're not big enough where we're getting 50 million comments and I can't see everything. So the fact that we are getting any, like whether people disagree with us or not, we love the interaction. We big boys, we can take it. So he was a little disrespectful to me. He was a little rude, I should say. But thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the video, man.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
had to be like,
shout out
cause
to
they
India.
won't. Yeah. And what he was fussing about wanted at the beginning of the pod. So he had to be like listening intently.
Exactly. That's what I said too, bro. I went to when I was talking about Tyler Shuck. I said he had been watching for a little while, so I was like, "Yo, salute to you. I appreciate it. He'll probably be
Yeah.
watching this one."
I appreciate it big
Yeah.
time. But, to everybody
So
who's still here with us, thank you. Appreciate it. We up to 76 of them subscribers. So let's go on and crack 80. And man, I still think by Christmas, we got to clear 100. Like we got to go into the
yeah,
new year, 3 digits and up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
continue to
We
share.
got to. Something right.
Yep. If that's it, man, we're gonna go and call it, y'all. See you later this week.
Boy, go crazy.